Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Vishwabhushan Harichandanji, another esteemed guest, Dr. Varsha Das, and all other guests like Gajendra Sekhawat and many others. I am really grateful for the words of appreciation spoken by the Honorable Governor, and especially putting on record his interest in promoting the cause of world peace through this monument which has come up. Let me very honestly and frankly put it before the Honorable Governor that I am not the maker, I am not the doer. I think it has been evolved with the divine blessings of philosopher Sant Dhaneshwara. I am a believer, and I can only put it before you that it is not possibly uh, a work which a person like me, a farmer's son, can accomplish within about 10, 12 years, but possibly it was to be evolved. Very ordinary workers from villages, they have come forward and understood my passion and fire in the belly and little vision which I possessed. And this has come up because I am a firm believer of the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda. And I had the dream for almost 30, 40 years that whatever the words of wisdom were spoken by Vivekananda in the year 11 September 1893 and thereafter in 1897 during the Parliament of World Religions at Chicago, USA. And I don't know how, but I came across that small booklet called Thus Spake Vivekananda, wherein there was a sentence which was uttered by the great noble son of India, telling the world at time, my sisters and brothers of America and the world, remember that the union of science and spirituality oblique religion will alone help to bring harmony and peace to mankind. Only one line, one sentence, but that became my ideal in my life because I could become an engineer thereafter. And being a Vaishnavite family, philosopher Sant Dhaneshwara became the true Adarsh, Adhishtan जिसे बोला जाता है. I can only say one word for the information of Honorable Governor. I'm just trying to show you a small booklet which is called the 9 Universal Secrets or the Principles of Human Life, enunciated by this great philosopher sent of India, Sant Dhaneshwara, at the age of only 16, only 16, and that too 730 years back. It is most surprising, the journey is from Sant Dhaneshwara to Albert Einstein. This comparison between the two extreme personalities, like philosopher Sant Dhaneshwara, aged 16 years, speaking about the Vedic text, the commentary on Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads, the language like what you said, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti, and speaking about the manifestation of pure intelligence and consciousness, giving some unique message to the whole of human race. But that time there was no Google or the artificial intelligence, the techniques. But now, Honorable Governor Sir, you know it very well that the change has taken place, but 730 years have passed. But still the expected change has not taken place. And that's why possibly this dome which has come up, as was said by my Rahul and Mr. Bappa too, it's not the biggest dome that is important, the biggest structure that is important. It's the message for the well-being of the mankind, for understanding the role of science and role of spirituality, oblique religion. And that has been what India stands for. That has been exactly the message of what Indian culture is, what Indian philosophy is. That is what is the Vedic text, what that is Bhagavad Gita. It's a holy Quran or a holy Bible or holy Tripitak. You take any name, all the religious scriptures. What we have understood, myself and my friend Vijay Bhatkar, the computer scientist, that certainly there is a need to understand the appropriate role of scientific component and the appropriate role of spiritual component, the religious component, not the personal faith or personal religions I'm talking about. But there is a need to have an understanding the scientific laws and the spiritual laws, the body and the brain, the soul or the spirit and the mind. And it is this mind which plays the main game. Very, very typically, the mind through the brain or intellect makes a difference. And this is what we are doing is about the human life, the human beings. And to develop a peace-loving, holistic society has been the aim of India. And Mother India has been assigned a role, and particularly on the background of this coronavirus, which has given a very horrifying experience in the known human history. For the first time, Your Excellency, yourself or myself and anyone, we never expected in our lifetime that such a horrifying experience will be there. But this has made us realize that there is one more commander behind. The command was given by coronavirus, and it's a Security Council members like America, the Russia, the China, the Britain, the Germany, the French, but everybody locked down. And now possibly some lesson the human race will try to understand. Possibly I have been telling every day that the Security Council members who consider themselves to be so powerful, I don't know in what process they are engaged in. They are more engaged in the development of the biological and chemical weapons. They are more engaged in the atomic weapons, the nuclear weapons. What for? What is going to be our duty is the main issue. I'm not to speak anything about the international political level, but it's high time for all of us, Your Excellency, that we as the human beings having some concern for making some good place to live in. Possibly, as was said in our film, that it's very, very difficult to understand if there is a more horrifying impending danger than what is being experienced now, what will be the situation and what we have to do. What the government of India, the Honorable Narendra Modi ji, the Prime Minister of India, when he gave a clarion call on 25th of March, it was a Gudi Padwa day. And when he said there is a horrifying danger coming up in the form of coronavirus, the COVID-19, and for last 6 months, we have been all, including every leader, whether the Prime Minister or the President, no other way to go. But who is the maker? Who has made this? Is it a natural one or the man-made? This discussion will go on for possibly many years or months together, but we have been trying to hope that let's at least pray. What I say is, I say pray and also work accordingly so that we can minimize this horrifying danger and let the human race enjoy their holy, happy, healthy, contented life as was being done, because that is the rule of Mother Nature. That the rule of Sant Dhaneshwara, who said that the entire universe is a manifestation of pure intelligence and pure consciousness. Realization of the self, understanding the ultimate reality, the ultimate truth. And the greatest scientists like Dr. Penrose and many others like Einstein, they have told the world that, friends, remember, instead of misusing the science, misusing the high-tech part of it for bad means or for rat race or for achieving something special, some supremacy game, now it is high time, friends, remember, we have to awake and arise ourselves and take up a challenge not to repeat some such errors again. It's our mistake. It's not sent by some invisible force or energy which we call as God. But remember, friends, the duties of the institutions like ours and this very small attempt of the sixth parliament, which we have been trying to do from 1996, it's a small attempt. It's a sincere, honest, transparent attempt. There is no selfish motive at all. And in our usual style, if you put the purpose before the personality, then the things can happen. You have to put the purpose before the personality. And if it is beyond any selfish or personal gains, the success is yours. Honorable Governor Sahab, I am really grateful that you spoke such a wonderful ideas and the words of wisdom and gave us the blessings. It's highly encouraging. We look forward for all of you sometime in the near future after this pandemic is over and possibly minimized. We look forward to welcome you again at this very monument. It is in the name of philosopher Sant Jnaneshwara, in the name of Vivekananda, in the name of Sant Tukaram, all the saints and sages of the whole world, and possibly will give an appropriate message of Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful to you. Thank you.